Trey, it's been a very busy afternoon here in Israel.
Yeah, John, absolutely. Both the southern and northern fronts are active today. I want to start with the breaking news. Hamas factions in southern Lebanon are claiming responsibility for firing around 30 rockets into the northern part of Israel. In one community, there are 2 injuries reported, but this is the most significant rocket fire from southern Lebanon since this war began 13 days ago. The Israelis are expected to respond in the coming minutes and hours to that rocket fire. They'll likely not target Palestinian-linked positions, but specifically the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah that has to sign off on any sort of fire coming from southern Lebanon. The factions in Gaza think they can sort of mislead the Israelis to claim that it wasn't Hezbollah. This is quickly unraveling in the north. I do want to draw your attention to the south, though. Our new reporting, the Israeli military telling Fox News today there is legitimate concern there still may be Palestinian militants hiding in southern Israel. We learned that information this afternoon, speaking with the Israelis as we reported among the communities along the Israel-Gaza border. We watched as Israel continued to strike targets along the Gaza Strip, oftentimes reporting less than a mile from the border with Gaza. You could see into the Strip as the black smoke was rising up from the skyline. The Israelis say they continue to strike different targets there as rocket fire targets major population centers in southern and central Israel. The Israeli military also giving us some new numbers on the amount of rocket fire since this war erupted 13 days ago. They say more than 7,000 rockets have been fired into the Jewish state. John?
Trey, my phone has been going off all afternoon with warning after warning after warning. It seems to be situated mostly down where you are and then up toward Tel Aviv. I mean, after that errant missile, as has been reported by U.S. intelligence, hit that hospital, it does not seem like Hamas or Islamic Jihad have dialed back one bit.
Absolutely. Things are headed in the wrong direction here. There are trucks of military equipment moving past us here along the front. They're getting ready for those orders expected in the coming hours or days to launch a ground operation into Gaza. And there's a real understanding there will likely be a heavy response from Lebanon when that does take place. Just to get to some of our reporting additionally along the border today, Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, was visiting one of the small communities along the border. We spoke with her there asking what it means in terms of American support and what she's seen following President Biden's visit here yesterday. We've seen images from the airport of U.S. cargo planes landing in Israel with armored vehicles. Already the support in a matter of days arriving here in Israel to help the Israelis as they prepare for what will be difficult days ahead. The first order of business here, replenishing the supplies of armored vehicles that were destroyed. We've seen them littering the area in southern Israel following that massacre on October 7th. Kathy Hochul explaining to Fox that it was important for her to come here following President Biden's visit just as a show of support. But we know the Biden visit wasn't just about showing support. It was about planning for what comes next. Just after President Biden left, the factions inside Gaza fired rockets toward the city of Tel Aviv. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was in the war cabinet last night, meeting with top cabinet officials, determining how the Israelis are going to conduct this operation into the Gaza Strip. And the soldiers are waiting. We have talked with them day in and day out to get a sense of morale, and we get a very similar message. They've been in the communities that we just came from. They've seen the blood-stained floors and walls, their fellow countrymen slaughtered at home, unarmed, by these militants that crossed from Gaza. And they're motivated in that sense. But they do feel fear about this. They understand this is a life and death situation. And so they're training, they're running these operational missions to determine what they'll need to be prepared for and what they will face when they enter Gaza. And just one other piece of reporting that we've gathered today has to do with the cross-border raids. The Israeli military telling us that they are continuously conducting cross-border raids into Gaza. They're not only retrieving bodies along the border, but also trying to gather information on those hostages. As you noted, the latest number is 203 families that have been notified their loved ones are taken and being held by Hamas inside the Gaza Strip. And there's all these moving parts here. It complicates the situation and the calculation that's not only being made by the Israelis, but also the Americans, because it's unraveling quickly here. It's not just fighting in the south, also the north. Tension boiling in the West Bank and across the region, and there are very uncertain days ahead. John?
Our Trey Yingst on the move through southern Israel. As always, Trey, thank you.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.